Hey, you better not get my boobs.
You don't have boobs. What boobs? Those boobs?
Yeah, that boobs.
See, this is what happens when you get your wife involved. She tears the seat out of your 8120 and makes a mess out of it.
I didn't do it. You did it.
I didn't. Actually, someone didn't tell me that there was a problem. All of a sudden today I find out, well, I knew that this thing wasn't working because when I got
Oh, it's all the way down
a couple
there.
days before this thing came here, my dad says, oh, the blower motor in the damn 8120 ain't working. Which is kind of upsetting to me because I need this thing down here, and it's hotter down here than it is at home.
Oh, it's cold home.
It is cold. So here I'm thinking, well, I'll get a day or two out of it. So we ordered the parts and Teresa brought them down this morning. And I'm sweating my proverbial balls off in here.
At the saggy balls?
Well, I don't know that they sag too much. I guess, you know. I hear you like old balls. Isn't that what you say? Okay. Oh, what is that?
Oh, is it a coin? Money? $1 million? What is it?
Typical Filipino. No.
Ching, 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 ching.
It's none of those things.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got it out.
Well, I got it halfway out. Hey, stupid. No, because we got this shit. Is there a...
That's what I said to you earlier.
You said what to me earlier?
That wire is the one that's preventing me to pull it out.
Where did that go?
I don't know. I hear it clink.
It's one of those controller screws. There it is. We don't want to lose these. They're hard. Okay. So what does this thing do? Where does it go? Nobody knows. Oh. For the love of Mike, man, I'll tell you. This thing is really starting to agitate me. Just to take a...
Oh, 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 careful.
Is there a plug to this wire?
No, but it's all connected to a, no, it's all connected over here underneath here.
There's no plug? It's a yes
No,
or no?
no,
Plug.
I said no.
You said that 3 times.
I said it 3 times.
I'm just getting frustrated. I'm sorry.
You got it.
Yeah, kinda, sorta. Maybe I could. Oh, this thing just really...
Yay!
Now we gotta put it all back together again. Yippee! Miss a Badula pain in my asshole. Oh my God, it's different. You know what that thing cost? $400 fucking dollars.
Get the hell out of here for that shit.
Typical Filipino.
$400.
Get the hell out of here.
What the hell? What the hell is wrong with these people? $400, my Asian ass.
Wow, it's missing a fin. They broke it.
Oh no.
No, that's the way they are. That's just joshing with you. That's how they put the. That's how they put the screw in. They have a fin there. I don't know. It's
I
kinda
hear the
weird.
boy complaining.
Huh?
I hear the boy complaining.
All right. Well, let's say we figure out how this thing came out of here. Like I said, oh, is it gonna fall right into place, or is it gonna be just a total pain in the ass?
It's gonna be a total pain in the ass.
No, it's not.
You're just gonna slide him in?
Slid in like freaking Flynn. Actually, I think the term was in like Flint. Okay, it's in.
Yay!
Are you videotaping this whole escapade?
Well, not the whole thing. Some of it are.
Welcome to One Lonely Farmer. He can curse like a sailor. Actually, I think sailors curse like me. All right?
I guess.
Come on. Put that away. Get back to work. Barking in the woods. Going,
Oh! Oh! Oh!
every time it would stroke. So I got up on top and I greased it manually above and beyond what the automatic grease gun's doing. And I see that one of those eyelets is going to need to be turned. So yeah, corn fodder's going in pretty clean. We're not seeing too much dirt. This was actually, I don't see any dirt in this one at all. We baled this at night. So at night's when the dirt sticks to the fodder. But the automatic grease gun, it is working just fine. We fill that daily. Yesterday we didn't because we only baled about 100, close to 200 bales. But up top there's a grease zerk that centrally lubes everything, that bypasses that, or the block is, that motor pumps, that pump pumps to that block up top. And you can squirt grease into that one up top and it centrally lubes everything. So I got up there with the grease gun, the big one, and I greased it, and it stopped making that horrific noise. Well, I opened this door this morning because I could hear it last night, that it would sound like metal on metal. And I could see right here that there's some wear on that, and it just sounds like metal on metal, and I could see that it was bad. So one of those bars is out. The bearings is out of the bars. I did change them on the one side, but not the other because, hey Joe, do you have those bearings or did they fall off? Huh? What'd you do with those bearings? What'd you do with...
Put them in the cab.
Oh, they're in the cab? Okay. So, yeah, I had changed those bearings. This is my very expensive service pack here that you can't get anymore, apparently. So, both of the bearings are out. Both of them. Kind of sucks, but what are you going to do, you know? I'm going to open these up, and I will show you. Joseph took a bath. I will be the guy to climb into the belly of the beast. Just kind of stab through that and through this. I'm going to be purchasing more of these bearings because I got a feeling that our plight is not over with this job. These are what goes bad in corn fodder, and I knew it, so I had bought them. Ah, come on, fingers. All right, fine. You could open that up, that'd be a big help. So, I know there's a lot of people that have said, oh, you should just buy those at a bearing house and you won't have these, you know, you won't be paying Krone prices. Believe it or not, Krone is cheaper than the bearing house. So what has happened is the bearing itself has came off the casing. Yeah, look at those holes in my hand. Changing blades on a Henniker. So anyways, here they are. They've got to put those two in, but first Joe's got to take, I would knock some more of this dirt off of here.
Yeah, the battery died.
Oh, well, there's more batteries.
Those three are all dead.
Well, there's a battery charger in the right there, and take them in the motorhome. So anyways, this plate's got to come off, and I got to pull one bar out of there. I'm hoping that the bar is at the top and not the bottom because, of course, I haven't been up there. Because if not, then I have to disconnect here, mark it there, and turn the VFS so that I can get it to the top to pull it out. I'm hoping it's at the top. If it's not, it's gonna suck. But yeah, you're supposed to be able to change them from down here, but I don't know if I can. Anyway, I'll get inside, and I didn't have a pen marker, but I do have some regular orange marking paint for what I'm using for these piles of hay or corn fodder. So what I did is I put a piece of cardboard up along there, and I made the line so that when we put the coupler back on, everything is timed. He's got the plungers. Tim's got you got the brake on the plunger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so well, I'll be able to move this whole VFS right up to the top here just by moving it with my feet. And I'll be able to take out that particular bar when I get to it because it's way down there. And if it's down there and this plunger is where it is, by the time I get that bar to the top, the plunger is all the way back, and it's just impossible to get to. Now in the book they say that those are access doors for those things. Well, that's all well and good and wonderful and everything, but those access doors are pretty useless without they're pretty useless. I don't know how in the hell I would even get the impact gun in there to loosen the damn thing up. But we will use our 1-inch impact gun because it's awesome. You got it apart yet, Tim? Don't lose anything. And what I want you to do is to put it on that thing over there in a paper. Excellent. You guys are using your noodles. Yay, I raised smart boys. Smart. Sometimes a little lackluster or lazy, but smart.
Put it in the damn rag.
Now fold the rag up so that it's nice and covered. Fold it up, Joe.
Hold on.
Alright, I'll get onto this thing here. Let me turn it. Alright, so I'm having problems with that one right there. And it's given me telltale signs of a dull knife. So I pulled the knife off, And I put the new one in, and now we're gonna see if it worked. It's missed 2 knots in a row. Just being a real pain in the ass about it. So when this thing blows off, I'm gonna duck it. Because I don't like getting full of dirt. Look at this thing. That ruined your day, wouldn't it? I don't think I'm getting enough airflow. I bet I've got water in that thing. Okay, so now it's going to tie its knot. Ready? Perfect. No frayed knots. Oh yeah, I love it when I'm right. I know there's a vent on the bottom of this tank. Yep, that's what it needs to be. What the hell was that? A couple of bangs. You have dull knives, you can chase that problem for days. Days, I tell you, and never even figure it out. It's experience. That's all I can say is experience will get you through it on this stuff. When my flags are bobbing correctly, you want them to come up and then settle. And you want it to do that. Now we're going to watch it do it again. Perfect. And that's giving it a taller tail or a longer tail. The tails were really short. I'll show you what they were looking like. They were looking like this. So you don't, that's just not enough. So here's the knot coming through now. Nice, long. This one here is going to be the next one that needs to be done. It looks a little frayed. And that one, if it causes me trouble, that's what we're going to do. I've got 3 or 4 of those knives left in my kit. So when we start having issues, that's what we're going to do. Number 2 right there. I'm talking and it did the same damn thing. Same fucking thing. Dull knife. Doesn't look dull, does it? I'm going to see if I can show you. It's got a slightly... Teresa's firing it up. You can't see it, but it's got a slightly rolled edge. And with a slightly rolled edge, it won't cut. So that's another one. She's gonna go for it. Cut off that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hopefully we get her done. But I'll show you this a little closer. It'd be just a real nightmare if you're not careful with them. Alright, good. And good, it did pop off. Good. Look at it right here. Got them perfect. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, we're getting them out of trouble. We get another one. I'll show you how these things get dull. I replaced them on this, not last year, but the year before. And I'm just going to replace them all this coming year because I got a lot more to do. So that was... Stuff. There it went. Yeah, she tripped it. Slow down. Oh! That's how we made out. I'm walking along the baler. We had some issues here. I'll show you what they are in a second. This little cocksucker. Yeah, excuse the language. Hope your wife's not near you. But you can't see it. And it'll cut you like a razor, but that knife is dull. And when they get dull, they cause all kinds of unsavory problems. And there's another baler over there, and there's a bunch of bales in the field. We are almost at the point where it's getting too damp to bale, unfortunately. I got another tractor down there. But anyways, there's my wife in the 8530 running really well. Got it. We did get it figured out. I didn't have any issues after I changed those knives. So, boom. bricks falling off of there. So anyways, another successful day in Fodder 19. As you can see, we've got a blood moon. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is red coming up on the horizon there. And yeah, it looks to me like we're gonna get this done if we haven't already. I think they're just completing now. Joe is way down there. It's slow going. Once the moisture starts setting on it, you got to slow down. We're still at that 20-25% range with this today. It's just we shredded it, and we do have rain coming, so we do have to stop. And it looks like she's coming to run me over. She's got William with her, so, and we're just gonna have her shut her right down here. And we'll call it a day. I don't know what that noise is I hear. Almost sounds like that damn fan belt on that thing. I'm gonna have to get that looked at. I'll have to look at it. Yeah, it's that fan belt. Brand new in there. It's got this variable fan speed. What a pain in the neck it is. Well, it looks like she's doing a good job. Who said crones couldn't bale fodder? It just blows my mind. Just blows my stinking mind. Crones bale fodder, great. Both of them running really good. That thing just made a knot too. You can see it. Excellent. She's taking it real slow. Bada bing, bada boom.